You made a mess.
Have a sip.
Okay. Welcome back, everybody, to the Veteran and the Rookie podcast. I am
Hey,
your
guys.
veteran speaking.
Wow, this tastes terrible.
You don't like Mr. Pecker?
No, it's just not that one. It's not very good.
I like the strawberry ones.
No, I do like the strawberry ones. Just that particular can offended
Well, it's
me.
from the Super Bowl, so it's a touch old. Might have a little mold in it.
That's what they called me in high school.
A little bit of mold in it?
Yeah. Touch old.
That's an
Little
odd
old.
nickname. We're back here for the podcast. Unfortunately, there is no David. Maybe he'll be on next week, though. You know, he's
Yeah.
our little draft boy. So we got to,
That's
you
what I
know,
called him
after
in
the
high school.
draft, we got to get a little bit of more of David because he's leaving. And it makes me sad.
Sadness is here, and I am also here.
If you
with
have
the
not
sadness.
listened to last week's episode, 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Don't recommend listening to this one.
Probably
though.
our best episode.
Yeah, this one's probably going to be in the bad, though. So
Well-
don't listen to it.
Don't maybe tell them that after.
Oh,
Listen.
I recommend
Get to the end and
listen-
find out if you like it or not. You won't know until you do it.
find a fun, kooky message at the end of the episode.
Yeah, find a little cookie message.
So today, it is still the off season. We're in the throes of it, and it is rough out here. In
But
this
it's
business.
almost time for the NFL draft.
But
So,
it isn't
in
yet.
celebration of that, we're going to do something completely unrelated.
I didn't know this thing had a screen protector on the back. What the frick?
John's looking at the back of his computer,
Look, it peels
and
off.
there is a very clear little protection
Look at it.
layer that can just peel off. You've had this computer for how long?
2 years.
2 years, he says.
Yeah.
And he didn't.
So we're gonna do some.
You're not going to peel it off?
No, I like it there, but protecting because obviously look how scratchy it is and bad.
Yeah, I mean, your computer basically dead.
Yeah, so we're going to do some start bench cut today. And kind of like last time where it's, you say start or you say bench or you say cut.
One of those three things.
One of those three things, except for you guys aren't going to make fun of me for picking the people I picked this time. Okay?
Yeah, John went through the comments on like TikTok and Instagram and YouTube Shorts, all the short form places, and they all called him an idiot, and I think they're all based. So yeah, we're doing some start bench cut, but instead of current players, because that's boring, we already know about all of them.
Yeah, we already
Dak
know
Prescott
exactly where to put players.
and Odell Beckham and Aaron Rodgers. I don't care,
Well, yeah.
And so how about we do with old players? We already know how good and bad they are.
Yeah, and we're just going to be doing this mostly off their prime, but
Yeah, it's Hall of Famers off their prime.
Hall of Famers off their prime and some of them that aren't Hall of Famers.
Yeah, John went freelance.
I did, and that was kind of the plan, and I wasn't told about it. But so I have 2 sets of wide receivers start bench cut, so there's 3 of them each, and Benea has 2 sets of running backs, and we both have a set of quarterbacks. For my quarterbacks, I do have their all-time stats.
All right, let's hear your first one.
My first one is wide receivers. This is old wide receivers. I got Larry Fitzgerald,
Okay,
Calvin Johnson, a.k.a. Megatron,
that's him.
Steve Largent,
Steve Largent, Seattle Seahawks.
Seahawks, yes.
Yep. Start bench cut.
Those are old people. I didn't really know Steve Largent, but I looked up some wide receivers and I saw him there. I was like, that dude's white, and he's
Did you
like,
watch some tape?
I didn't.
Tape
no.
dogging. What number did he wear? What did he play for?
I don't know, but I saw him in the
He
top.
wore 80 and he played for the Seahawks.
Okay, I wanted to hear what you had to say on him so that I
That
could.
is what I had to say.
That's it.
Yep, his number and the team.
Was he good?
He's probably the best player in Seahawks history.
So he's not as good as Megatron or Fitzgerald.
I don't think so.
Okay, so I guess we're both cutting him.
Yeah, we're both going to cut him. I'm going to start Megatron and bench and Fitz.
Dang, that's boring. I'm gonna also do the same
Oh,
thing.
well, don't be boring. Start Largent.
I
Cut
really-
Megatron.
I really like Megatron a lot.
Megatron's a bomb. He could still be playing.
How
He's
old
not-
is he?
It's like 30, like 35?
Dang, he could still be playing. What the
100%.
frick?
Yeah. I mean, Larry Fitzgerald played till he was like almost 40.
Yeah, so did Rice. Rice played till he was 42, I think,
yeah,
right?
Rice played a long time.
Yeah.
He's the most receiving yards by anyone over the age of 40, and it's not even close.
And
You have more receiving yards over the age of 40 than a lot of other people.
I'm not over 40.
You have more than Brett Favre
Brett Favre.
in the over 40 category receiving yards.
Over 40 category
Because
receiving
he's like
yards.
-2.
Yeah, he's third, too. He's third.
Uh-huh.
And
I
right
think
above him is Tom
Brady.
Brady with like 6.
Yeah. So, I mean, you're tied for third in that category because 0 is more than like -3
I
or
wouldn't
whatever.
be tied then. I would be third.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're tied with me.
Oh, and everybody
And everybody
else.
else listening, unless Brett Favre is listening, and we know that he likes to pop in on the occasional episode. So
Okay, what are yours?
if you are listening, Brett Favre, maybe give that money back to those people. That'd be pretty cool. Pretty poggers.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, we got the same start bench going on there for the top receivers,
Yeah. I
or
really
for
like
those three receivers.
Megatron's probably my favorite or second favorite receiver all time.
Who would your number one be all time?
I
Or
really
just favorites.
I really like Moss. Moss is
Mm.
really I like it as like on the field, and then like he would talk too, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah, he would say those words and he would go out and do his thing.
Yeah, and I also like Antonio Brown.
You would.
But yeah,
I mean, you like OBJ.
I do. Those are my four.
You like receivers.
I do like receivers, and Cooper Kupp is pretty cool.
Yeah. All right, my first one. So you started with your receivers, so I'm going to start with my running backs. We got, for start bench cut, Landanian Tomlinson,
Landanian.
Marshall Falk,
Okay.
and Adrian Peterson.
Ooh.
Two very good receiving backs in LT and Falk. They each, actually, all of these running backs have MVPs.
Yeah.
And they're all in two of them are in the Hall of Fame, and Adrian Peterson will be one day.
How long has Adrian Peterson been retired?
He's not,
Oh.
technically. He's a free agent.
Oh.
So,
Dude.
he's old.
How old is
He's
he?
just hanging out. I don't know. He was drafted in like 2007, so he's probably mid-30s.
That's old for a running back.
Yeah,
It's like ancient.
for real.
That's like Tom Brady old.
Older even if you account running back years.
Yeah, running back years. 4 years is a solid career.
Mm-hmm. For like a quarterback, like a year is like actually like 9 months because quarterbacks will live longer in the NFL.
Yeah. How are you ranking that? Because I don't know too much about them either.
I would probably go in that order. Go LT, Falk, and then AD or AP, whatever you want to call them.
LaDainian
You
Tomlinson.
go. He either go AP for Adrian Peterson or AD for all day.
That's stupid.
I always called him AP because that's his initials, and AD is kind of confusing because his last name isn't like Donald or something like
Or
that.
Dieterson.
Yeah, any of those things.
It's Peterson.
It is Peterson, so I've always called him AP.
Adrian Peterson. Yeah, I'm just gonna like agree with you on that
You're
one.
the worst.
Wait, give me the names again.
Landanian Tomlinson. He
The
played
bus,
for
right?
Nope.
No, who's the bus?
Very different. The bus is Jerome Bettis.
Oh, my
Played for the
fault.
Rams and the Steelers. LT played for the Chargers and the Jets.
Oh, yeah, I know who LaDainian Tomlinson is.
Number 21.
21.
2006 MVP is the most rushing touchdowns in a season. 28.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
insanely
If a
crazy.
player gets half of that, he like leads the league in it. So that's a lot.
Yeah. LaDainian Tomlinson played for the Chargers. I saw a video
Isn't that
with
crazy.
like somebody explaining why most people are Chargers fans, and most of them was because of LaDainian Tomlinson.
All three of them.
All three of the well, 2.5.
Yeah.
There's a child that they're raising.
It's just one little family.
It's one couple. Yeah. We have
They
hope
live
for
right
the
outside of
future.
SoFi Stadium.
They live inside of it,
Yeah.
actually.
Well, actually, no. They still live in San Diego.
Bummer. All right, so LaDainian Tomlinson.
Marshall Falk
Uh,
won the MVP in 2000. Another very good running back. Pretty similar to LT. Very shifty. Played for the Rams and I think the Colts.
okay.
And then the other one, Adrian Peterson, who's played for like 7 teams, but most of his good years were with the Vikings. Tore his ACL in 2011, and then won the MVP the next year and ran for 2,000 yards.
Dang. I think I have a picture of him on my phone as the background for the Vikings.
Yeah, he has phone backgrounds for he's working on getting every team in there.
Yeah, I have the what is
Started
it?
with just the Eagles and the Chiefs, and then
Yeah, I
just
have
went from there.
I have the NFC North right now.
Yeah, and the
all there.
Bills.
And the Bills. Yeah, I have a couple Bills ones. I think I'm gonna go LaDainian Tomlinson, and then I'm gonna go AP or B or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna go Marshall Falk
There you go,
because it's a little bit different.
mixing it up. All right,
Mixing it up.
what's your next one?
I got another receivers here.
Ooh, wide
Some more. Well, 2 of them are still playing, but
Ooh,
this is all time. So their best season, their best game, that their very highest peak.
them at their peak.
I have Devontae Adams,
Ooh.
Antonio Brown,
Mm-hmm.
and Cooper Kupp.
Okay.
So, Antonio Brown has some of the highest receiving seasons of all time.
Very well could be a Hall of Famer. We'll see if he ends up there.
I don't think so. Yeah, and then Cooper Kupp had the second most receiving yards in a season, tied for, I guess, 17th or 16th with receiving touchdowns, with, I think, 14 or something like that, which is 14th, which is, I did it with 3 fingers. So it's like 1, 2, 3, and then about a bunch of people tied for 6th,
Yeah.
and then a bunch of people tied for 17th. So if he had 2 more, he would have been 4th. But you
If
already
only.
know how that works.
Man
Yeah.
can dream.
Yeah, and he got the triple crown: most receiving yards, most touchdowns,
First
and
guy
most
since
receptions.
Jerry Rice to do it.
Yeah, it's really good. And if he didn't get hurt this year, I think he would have been a baller too.
For real.
And
Rams would have won 7 games instead of 5.
for real. And he had like a ton of 145 target or receptions,
Yeah.
not just targets.
That might be, is that second all time?
I didn't look it up,
It's
but
up there.
I was
sure.
looking at a list of all-time touchdowns.
Because I think
and
Michael Thomas has the record with like 160 catches.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
But I was looking at like all-time touchdowns, and the only person that I saw was slightly close. It was Rice or Moss. They both had a lot of runs up there, or seasons up there, excuse me.
Yeah.
And he had like 122. So he had like 23 more receptions than either Rice or Moss, first best or second
One of
best
them.
receiver, whatever. Someone's going to get mad at me for that take. But yeah, and then Devontae Adams still playing, still crushing it. Like you said earlier, we were talking about it. He had first team All-Pro last 3 years.
Yeah, he's insane.
He's crazy. I don't feel like I hear about him enough. You obviously do because you told me you did. I feel like I always hear about other people and stuff. But yeah, kind of flying under my radar at least. Not everyone else's, but he's crazy good. He had a season where he got 18 receiving touchdowns, 2020.
2020.
So
That's
he's
insane.
He had his best receiving yards this year, and I think right yards wise he had the best receiving
He might
season
have.
of his career, and he had a lot of touchdowns too. I think he had 12.
This year he had 14.
He had 14
Led
this
the
year.
league.
Crazy, yeah.
Yeah, I think for that I'm gonna start AB.
Okay.
I'm going to. It's kind of close. If we're just because we're just taking them like at their peak.
Best season ever.
I'm gonna take Adams and then Cup. Cut and Cooper Cup.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Where are you going?
I was thinking similar, but if I'm thinking about it, if I could have these two guys on my team, one of them benched and one of them playing, I'd like Antonio Brown to be playing out there. He was crazy,
Oh, yeah.
monstrous.
Antonio Brown in the mid 2010s was just
Just a
another
psychopath.
animal. Like 2014 to 2018, Antonio Brown was just unstoppable.
Yeah, so I'm going to start him, and I think I'm going to bench Cup. With that crazy season he had, I think he can keep that production up. He's still, well, he's kind of young. He's 28, but he's why are you laughing at me?
No, I had some Dr. Pepper in it. It's just had a tough way down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die in the podcast.
I would take Adams, but I want to be different, so I'll take
There we go.
I'll take Cup there.
I thought you were gonna come in with some more like hot takes and whatnot.
No, I don't think that one deserves a hot take.
Oh, you're waiting for it later.
Oh yeah, waiting for with these quarterbacks.
All right, we're gonna go running backs again here for me, and this would basically be for these are some of the best running backs of all time, and I'm looking at it now, and I put one name on there twice.
There's 2 running backs.
No, I know who I meant to put down. I put Barry Sanders down twice though. I have Barry Sanders, start bench cut, Barry Sanders, Emmitt Smith, or Barry Sanders. That other Barry Sanders is supposed to be Walter Payton though.
Oh, okay. I'm definitely starting Barry Sanders.
Yeah.
The stories I've heard from other players. Did I show you that TikTok where the
Mhm.
guy was like a really good safety or
Linebacker or something.
line,
For the
whatever?
Patriots.
He played at a high level, and he said that he never felt like anybody was above the level that he played at.
But,
Like
but
he played-
Emmitt Smith has 6,000 more yards than Barry Sanders.
yeah, but we're talking peak, not all time.
Yeah.
Just for Barry Sanders, I'm taking him because in this story, the guy was talking about it, and he said he'd never felt like under somebody, like on a different level. He'd played against Rice, he'd played against Moss, he'd played against some of the best receivers of all time, and like some of the best running backs too. And he said there was only 2 people he felt were on a different level. And it was Barry Sanders was one of them. I don't know who the other one was.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, and from what I've seen from Barry Sanders, it looked like it's scripted to where he just like walks through people.
Oh my gosh, have you seen that run? I think it was against the Cowboys, where I think it was like 75 or someone like that. It's just lost. He's just standing there. He has no idea what's going on the defense. He's just there. Like Sanders like ran past him and he probably thought he was tackled or something, so he's just kind of walking. And nope, Barry Sanders is on the other side of the field now.
Crazy. Sucks they played for the Lions.
For real, if any other team, and he would have been better maybe.
Yeah,
or at least played longer.
Who are the other 2? Did you say?
Emmitt Smith and Walter Payton.
Walter Payton Man of the Year award.
That's him.
That's what it comes from.
They made the award and then they made him.
Ooh,
put him in the NFL.
Yeah. Walter Payton. Who did he play for?
The Bears.
The Bears. Oh, that's a bummer. Did
Yeah.
he play with?
They got a Super Bowl.
He played with the really good O-line.
Probably. I mean, I would assume they had a good O-line. They went 15-1.
What wasn't there? There's no like
the 85 Bears.
Yeah,
they had a really good defense.
Maybe I'm talking.
And he was their offense because the Bears just have never really had a good offense.
They got a Super Bowl.
He was it. Yeah, destroyed the Patriots in Super Bowl. Let me look back here. That would have been Super Bowl like 20. Yeah, Super Bowl 20, 46-10.
Crazy, and that was all him.
It was all that defense too.
Oh yeah. Who's the other guy?
Emmitt Smith.
Emmitt Smith,
longtime Cowboy.
Yeah,
very good throughout the 90s. I mean, 22,000 rushing yards.
That's a lot.
Yeah, because the next closest is like 16 or something.
I'll take Emmitt Smith.
You're gonna go Emmitt Smith at 1?
Yeah.
Oh,
as my bench.
Oh, as your bench. Okay.
I'm not passing
that
up on
crazy.
Barry Sanders.
And then where are you putting the other Barry Sanders?
Below Emmitt Smith.
Okay, so Walter Payton there. Yeah, I'm also going in that order.
Come on. Oh man,
we're so boring.
Oh,
we gotta spice this up a little bit. You want to spice this up with your next one?
Sure. You give me your. You have 2 quarterbacks.
I do.
Actually, so give me one of yours.
All right, we're gonna go. So start bench cut. Aaron Rodgers,
Cutting.
Peyton Manning, Brett Favre.
I'm gonna start Brett Favre, cut Manning, and bench the other guy.
Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah.
Okay. I am not going to do that. I'm going to start Rodgers. I'm going to bench Manning, and I'm going to cut Favre.
You're not going to start the whatever, the Texas Ranger, what do they call him? The sheriff?
No.
Did they call him a sheriff?
Peyton Manning?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You're not going to start him?
Nope.
Why not?
Because Aaron Rodgers is better.
He is?
Yeah.
How many Super Bowls does Aaron Rodgers have?
I mean, in my all-time quarterback rankings, I do have Peyton Manning higher. So maybe I should be consistent.
Yeah. Yeah. How many Super Bowls?
But
give it an answer.
Does Peyton Manning have?
No.
2.
Does Aaron Rodgers have?
He has 1.
One number is bigger than the other. Tell me which one.
And
who's the other guy?
Brett Favre.
Oh, I'm starting him.
You're gonna start his 1 Super Bowl over Peyton Manning's 2.
Yep.
But Peyton Manning has a big forehead.
I'm starting Peyton Manning. I'm benching Rodgers, and I'm cutting Favre.
See, that's what a sane man would do. But I'm going to start Rodgers. I'm going to bench Favre. I'm going to cut Peyton Manning. Okay?
Keep a straight face for Instagram.
I'm not even biased. I'm just...
You're so bad at acting. Keep a straight face. It's the Instagram reels.
Yeah, I'm just... Who could I even... I'm just not even a fan of a team. I'm just an NFL fan. I'm just a fan of ball.
The 3 best quarterbacks of all time. Name them.
Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre, Bart Starr, Lynn Dickey.
That's 3.
I'm going on. And then Jordan Love. Okay. Top 5. And then Tim Boyle at 6, obviously. And then Brett Hundley, Matt Flynn, DeShone Kizer. Those few years he played for the Packers. Don Majkowski, Doug Peterson, and I think
others as well.
Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
Those are my top quarterbacks of all time as an unbiased fan
All right, I guess it's my turn.
It is your turn.
All right, my quarterbacks.
Quarterback.
My quarterbacks are Joe Namath,
Ooh.
Fran Tarkenton,
Ooh.
and Cam Newton.
Ooh.
Uh,
Okay.
I looked at all their
You numbered it up?
statistics and
Yep.
stuff.
You
This
saw
was-
Joe Namath had more interceptions than touchdowns?
I didn't see that,
Oh.
but he has 173 touchdowns.
Mhm. And
Which
he is one of the most prominent quarterbacks, one of the most important quarterbacks in NFL history.
Doesn't mean he's good.
He is in the Hall of Fame, and he won a Super Bowl, so.
Doesn't mean he's good. Fran Tarkenton and Cam Newton were both rated like a quarterback rating in the 80s, with Newton up at 85 and Tarkenton at 80.
Mhm.
And Joe Namath is at 65, so that's really cute.
Mhm.
And their pass completion percentage, they all have below 60.
Yep.
So
That checks out. Well, two of them played a long time ago, and one of them
was
just wasn't the most accurate.
Yep. They all have above 27,000 yards. So
Nice.
that's pretty cute.
Let's see.
Fran Tarkenton has almost 50,000 yards.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know Cam Newton played that long. He played 11 seasons.
Yep. 2011 to the present, technically.
He didn't play last season, though.
Yeah. But I mean, he's not like retired, so.
Oh, whatever. All right, what's your order?
I'm gonna start Fran Tarkenton. I think he's a very underrated quarterback all the time, probably because losing 3 Super Bowls doesn't help your case there for him.
But
I mean,
getting to 3,
You play for the Vikings, so what do you expect? He's one of my favorite old school quarterbacks of all time, though. Even though he's a Viking, I mean, I am an unbiased fan, so I don't know why I would have any bias against him or his team. But he's one of my favorite old time quarterbacks to watch. Like I said, Joe Namath, very important quarterback. He definitely had his good moments. He also, like I said, threw more interceptions than touchdowns, which wasn't as uncommon back in the day. It doesn't mean it's good, though.
for his time.
Yeah. And then Cam Newton, 2015 MVP. He was on a different level. I'm going to start Tarkenton. I'm going to bench Cam. I'm going to cut Namath.
I'm going to start Cam Newton.
Really?
Yeah.
Who are you benching?
I'm going to start Cam Newton. He had the ability to run.
So did Fran Tarkenton. Tarkenton was one of the first real running quarterbacks.
Just stop talking. I'm going to start Cam Newton. And I'm going to bench Joe Namath.
Really?
And I'm going to... Oh, wait, no. I'm going to bench Fran Tarkenton. What am I talking about?
I don't know. You didn't start Fran Tarkenton, so I don't even know what you're talking about to begin with.
Yeah, I got to have some hot takes for clicks.
How long have you known about Fran Tarkenton?
About 10 minutes.
Nice.
No, I've known about Fran Tarkenton. I
Oh.
just
Don't care.
don't care. Yeah, don't care. Didn't ask. He was a quarterback, and so Cam Newton was so much better.
And you're going to bench Namath? Or cut Namath?
Cut Namath. Yeah, Namath is a loser. Bum.
I mean, he's the only one of those 3 won a Super Bowl. 4 Super Bowl losses between all of them, and none of them were him. But,
Did Cam Newton lose a Super Bowl?
Yep, 2015.
Did he get the MVP that year?
Mm-hmm.
Loser.
Not the Super Bowl MVP.
No, he didn't.
Von Miller did.
Yeah, you know who's the best quarterback of all time?
Von Miller. No.
No.
Oh, who is it?
Patrick Mahomes. He has a Super Bowl MVP and an MVP from the same year.
He's already the GOAT.
Yeah.
First person to do it since the last time it happened,
Facts.
which was Kurt Warner in 1999.
I'd bench Kurt Warner for him.
Yeah.
I'd cut Kurt Warner.
Kurt Warner is awesome.
And I'd bench Patrick Mahomes, and I'd start Fran Tarkenton.
All right, I got another start bench cut here. Well, my last one. Got quarterbacks again. Drew Brees,
Okay.
Dan Marino, and John Elway.
Ooh. I actually was going to put Dan Marino in mine, and then I couldn't remember his name.
Oh. Well, now you can do it.
Dan Marino had somewhere, I think he had 400 and something touchdowns.
Yeah, 48 of those came in one season in 1984.
What an absolute monster.
That's insane.
What a crazy man.
Yes.
What an insane person. Patrick Mahomes will do that next year, though, so it's okay.
Patrick Mahomes has only gotten close to that once. He hit 50 in 2018.
How many was it that you said?
48. So Mahomes got up there once.
Wait, you said he hit 50.
Mahomes.
Mahomes had 50?
Mm-hmm.
That's
2018.
more than 48.
That's what I'm saying.
So he's better.
He's not on this list, though.
Oh. Can you name him again?
Drew Brees, Dan Marino, John Elway.
Who did Drew Brees play for again?
Mostly the Saints.
Oh, yeah, Drew Brees. He broke people's fingers in practice.
That was Brett Favre.
Oh.
But I'm sure Drew Brees probably did it at some point.
Drew Brees is the most accurate quarterback of all time. One of the
Mhm.
most.
He kept breaking his own completion percentage records. He'd have 71%, he'd have 71.5, and he'd have a 73%.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. And then for a hot minute there, he had the most passing yards until Tom Brady decided to just scoop that up.
Be better, yeah.
Yeah.
He has second most though right now, right?
I believe so, yeah.
I think by a lot too, because
And behind him is Peyton Manning.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And then I think Favre is at 4. So they've just been passing each other up. And then if Patrick Mahomes has a crazy year next season, he can pass up Tom Brady. He only has to throw for 60,000 yards.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna start Drew Brees
Okay.
and Dan Marino and who else?
John Elway,
John Elway.
Denver Broncos quarterback.
I don't know too much about John Elway.
2 Super Bowls. At the end of his career, he got an MVP that he probably shouldn't have won. And Hall of Fame quarterback, they're all top 10 quarterbacks of all time, in my opinion at least, and I think in most people's.
I'm gonna bench the Dolphins quarterback.
Marino.
I'm gonna bench Dan Marino. I've heard a lot of good things about him. I've heard good things about everybody, but
they're all Hall of Famers, so.
Yeah, when people say it's oh, he was a really, really good quarterback, top 5, whatever.
Yep. And
He's
you're
my
going to
favorite.
cut Elway?
Yeah, I'm gonna cut Elway. His name sounds really creamy, but I don't know about anything else.
So does Marino.
Marino's pretty cool. It's a baller
that
name.
sounds like the name of an actual dolphin.
It does, yeah. Marine,
The
ocean.
submarine, like the Beatles.
Yeah.
Fun fact: Dan Marino almost became part of the Beatles.
That's not true.
It's not, but imagine if it did. I'm gonna start Dan Marino. I'm gonna bench Drew Brees and I'm gonna cut Elway. But it could go either way there. But that's what I'm gonna do.
You're gonna bench Drew Brees?
Yep.
Okay.
I think Drew Brees is a little bit overrated.
And a little bit the best quarterback of all time.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any more?
No, I'm out.
We're all out.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it for today's episode then. It was just a kind of a short one because that's what we decided to do.
Yeah, we talked
And
a
you're gonna
lot.
have to deal with
We
it.
definitely could have just said no episode this week, guys.
Yeah, we almost didn't. And so, you're welcome.
You're welcome for being here.
We know that you rely on us for life and sustenance. And so to thank us for that, you should leave a comment and a like and a review.
Oh, frick.
What?
I got to put my arm up because I didn't do it.
Oh, yeah. Well, it hasn't really happened in a while
Really?
on the playback thing.
Dang it.
Yep. It was just a trend for 2 months, though. So your arm would just be behind your head, just waving. That's the goodbye wave. Those
Bye-bye,
on
guys.
Spotify, John just waved. He did the wave. Let's do the wave.
I'm sorry, guys. Goodbye.
Okay, see you guys next time.